What's up, y'all? It's Ticia The Diva, and this is for my ladies. This is my podcast where amazing things happen and we get to talk, discuss, and celebrate real women of color. This is for my ladies is just for you. This podcast is a place where I get to highlight not only my life dreams and goals, but yours too. I believe I was called to create a platform for myself to express not only my thoughts, but those of other women that's unfiltered and untamed. I plan to talk and discuss topics that interest me and other women. I want my audience to be engaged and aware, so any topics, email them to me at ticiathediva@gmail.com. Welcome back, you all. It's Ticia The Diva, and y'all already know what time it is. This is for my ladies. Welcome back, you all, to This is for my ladies, season 5. We are going to go ahead and kick it off with episode 80, you guys. I am out here in beautiful California, you guys. So if y'all have been following me, I guess on Facebook or Instagram, y'all know my sister, I guess, let the cat out of the bag and has told everybody that I have moved to California. So I know you guys, have been looking like, what in the world? Ticia moved to California. I have been getting a lot of positive support and a lot of positive feedback about people just saying how great California looks on me, and they've always seen me being out here and how excited they are, which of course I am excited myself, but it literally just started out as just a birthday vacation, me extending my trip, me like, okay, maybe I'm gonna just stay out here to the end of the summer. And then I'm like, you know what? I'm out here. I have an amazing opportunity. It doesn't quite make sense to just go back home. Y'all know I'm 31, no kids, no man back in Virginia, no career besides like my podcast, and I am doing my podcast right now, I guess, from my new backyard. So if you do hear any noise, I just decided to do my podcast outside today. I'm just testing it out, just testing the sound out. So y'all, I'm in a brand new state all the way on the West Coast, you guys. Like, this is a complete different feel, different energy from back at home being in Virginia to literally being out here on the West Coast in California. The weather is beautiful. Oh my goodness. The weather is amazing, and this is my second time out of California, first time in LA. So I will say that. And the first time I came to California, I visited San Francisco. And I visited San Francisco in the middle of August. We know definitely on the East Coast how August is usually like the hottest month of the year. Honestly, no matter where you go, they usually say that August is usually, depending on like what part that you're on, I guess, as far as like the different hemisphere. But anyway, I came to San Francisco in the middle of August, and I had never been to California before. I had only seen TV, 90210, Full House, so I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to California. I'm going to put my little short shorts on, Daisy Dukes, halter tops, crop tops, tube tops, no tops. I'm just kidding. I was so young, but you feel me. Anyway, got out to San Francisco and had to get a complete different wardrobe because it was freezing. It was literally in the 50s, high 50s, low 60s, maybe not quite reaching 70s. Like, it was freezing. I hated San Francisco. I was miserable. Did not like San Francisco. I know my friend was like, hey, you want to go to the Bay while we're here? No, thank you. I am good on the Bay. Now, California here in LA, SoCal, Southern California, it never rains in Southern California. And they tell me. Anyway, yeah, so it looks some days, depending on where you go, it looks like an overcast, but the sun is always shining. The weather, so I'm located in the valley. So the valley is literally just that. It's in the valley where the mountains and the hills kind of block off a lot of the wind that comes from the bay and off of the ocean and all that stuff or whatever. So it does get rather hot here. But if you go to places like Malibu or San Diego, which I've been literally in California. It's huge, y'all. It's huge. It's like, if you come out to California, you have to stay for an entire week. Like, you literally need a week because it's just so much stuff to see. It's so big. It's just so grand. It's so magnificent. Like, it's like once you feast your eyes just on the hills, the houses, the Hollywood sign, Hollywood Boulevard with the the Walk of Fame and all that stuff. I mean, come on. Like, we seen how this stuff look in movies, and it all looks the same. Like, it's just so beautiful. But anyway, so LA, the weather is very nice. When you got to Malibu, San Diego, drive the Pacific coast, like literally San Diego, the Pacific coast runs literally all the way up the coast up until I guess it like runs into LA or into the interstate to get off, but you literally could take the Pacific coast and ride it all the way down. I've been to Mexico already, Tijuana. Oh my God, y'all. Child. Now listen, if you ever come out to California, you go to San Diego, where I guess Mexico is maybe about a 30-minute drive, 40-minute drive, probably, if that, from San Diego to Mexico. You come into Tijuana. Now, they say Tijuana is like the murder capital of the world, I guess. That's what they say. You don't want to get caught slipping on your pimping, okay? And we were legit slipping on our pimping when we went up there, because we were supposed to walk into, oh, there's a butterfly. That I had did a test on Google, like, what's my spirit animal, and it was a butterfly. But I feel like a lot of things are my spirit animals. But back to the subject. So now, we were slipping on our pimping, y'all. So we go into Tijuana, and we were supposed to walk into Tijuana, because there's literally like a river walk, city walk, however you want to call it, like a bridge, tunnel, Mexicans and their tunnels and all that stuff. But that is like not trying to be prejudiced or anything like that, but we just know how Mexicans in those tunnels are. But anyway, so we drive into Mexico, and my friend's just like, nah, we should have went early. I'm like, no, you done drove me all the way out here. I'm kind of scared too, but let's go. I'm seeing the wall that Trump built and everything. It's 2 walls. I guess there was a wall before, and then Trump just wanted to make a more bigger wall. It doesn't even really look like a wall. It just looked like a brass gate, for real. Border Patrol. Oh, let me tell you a quick story about going into Mexico. So me and my friend, we driving, and we see a police officer, and that's basically kind of patrolling the borders. So we just stop him, and we're just like, hey, are we able to go? Are we gonna be taken and have to quarantine? We just want to know, because we want to go to Mexico. So he just he started talking to us, and he was saying, yeah, it's open, but the basically the walk to the gate or whatever to walk into Mexico was closed. It closed like at kind of like at sundown or something. And we weren't able to walk, but we were able to drive into Mexico. But he was just telling us to be careful. So he was like, well, what y'all got going on? What y'all going to Mexico for? And he was just like, my friend, she's here from Virginia. Well, we're from Virginia. And he was like, what? Like he stopped. And he, like one of his legs went back, while you lean into that leg, and the other leg like kind of like bend and stuff. He was like, where y'all from Virginia? And I was like, well, I'm from Norfolk, and he's from Virginia Beach. And he was just like, wow, I'm from Newport News. He was like, man, I never would have, he was just like, I never would have thought I'd meet, people from Norfolk or or Virginia Beach all the way out there at the border of goddamn North Carolina, but California and Mexico. But he was like, I got up out of there. He said 2 of his brothers had been murdered in Hampton. So he was like, it was getting so bad that he just had to leave. So he came to California. His brother went to North Carolina. But, he was just like, Tijuana, again, be safe. It's a place called, Hong Kong or Chinatown over there that you do not want to be caught up in because it's not good. And then also to just kind of be careful because their cops are super duper shady and be like, oh, you got a tail light out or something, give me $50, give me $100 and all that stuff. So just to really be careful. Okay, so we just like, all right. So we go, we stop, we park the car, and literally like where we're standing, when you look over, it's Mexico, the Mexican flag, this, the homes, just, you could just see everything. And he's just like, I ain't really trying to go over there, it's getting kind of dark, it's getting kind of late, and I'm just like, shoot, we here, might as well, you done drove me all the way out here for nothing, like, let's get it, let's go. So, I was like, I'll drive. Get into the car, but, he ended up driving and all that stuff or whatever. And it's just like, okay, Mexico only. And we get into Mexico, and I'm just like, oh, Mexico, arriba, hola, ¿cómo estás, margaritas? Hola, all that stuff like that, whatever. Man, shoot. Every single thing is in Espanol. Everything is in Spanish. You can't read nothing. We are completely lost. The GPS, our service isn't working. T-Mobile did not ready to text me and told me international fees, charges, all that stuff. It's just kicking in, and we literally just got off the interstate into Mexico and made a turn. And I see a little Hong Kong Chinatown up right in front of me where the man told us to be careful. I'm like, oh, Lord. Ooh, this was not a good idea. I knew I should have just not always want to be spontaneous and adventurous. And it's my fault and we about to be... Anyway. So I put my GPS on. He put his GPS on. My GPS still searching for signal. Like, we literally legit have no service. But, his phone started working. So we are, we merge and get into, where we need to be so we can go back into the United States. And we literally kind of just had to make a couple of turns and go on a U-turn to get out. But if you can't, really read Spanish, it's tough. It's very, very tough. But, now that I'm out in California, I took a couple of years of Spanish in elementary and high school and 2 years in college. But, we're not gonna go there. But shoot, I'm in California and all that stuff. It's a lot of people, Spanish people, that work in these places that easily I could just, learn some Spanish or get some Rosetta Stone or something. But I think it would be beneficial just as a part of the lifestyle to be bilingual. I think that will also kind of, I don't know many people who are bilingual here, but I haven't met a lot of people, but I've definitely met some people, believe that. But yeah, so we are literally at the borders to get back into the United States, and the GPS is telling us to merge right. So we're in traffic. Mexicans do not let you get over. They drive bumper to bumper. It's like you legit gotta get in when you fit in. So we finally are able to merge over. The Mexicans are at the border waiting, trying to hitchhike, trying to do whatever to get you to take them to the United States of America. Like, they are right there. Like, thumbs up, please, America. Like, you go to America. Yeah. Anyway, so it's sad, man, because it's just like, we be like, oh, I'm trying to get there, but they trying to get here still. So anyway, ended up buying, my friend ended up getting, me a rosary from a vendor just off the street. That rosary is so pretty. Ooh, it's so cute. And we're in traffic to get out of the United States. So we pull up, you guys, the federales was like legit not trying to let us come back into the United States because we were on the wrong side. We didn't have a central, it was like a certain pass, kind of like, I guess what would be an air quote easy pass or something. Something we don't really even know what it was. And then my friend, I'm just like, yo, you need to chill out because you talk with some, sir, I need it. What is it? Like, I don't understand. Yo, for real, come on. Like, he checked the car. We had to pop the trunk. He was in my backpack. It was just, he was in our shit, like checking our shit or whatever. And he was just like, if you drive through this way, you were just supposed to have been in the other lane. Is a fine, is a toll. This lane is just for, I guess, people who have those passes or whatever. But anyway, we probably was there for what seemed like 20 minutes, but it was maybe about like 8 minutes. Sometimes when you're scared, some stuff seems a little bit longer than what it is, but about like 8 minutes, but it felt like hours. But anyway, we got we crossed the border. Woo, 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 hooray, hip, hip, hooray. Shoot, we excited. We ain't want to be stuck in no daggone Tijuana, no Mexico, can't get back home. And his family and all them already told us not to go before we had left his parents' house. Told us not to go. Big brother was like, I can't help y'all out there, but we still trying to go. But we made it back. Anyway, so that was that. But if I ever go to Mexico, I am flying or taking a boat or walking into Mexico. I do not think I would ever drive into Mexico. Like, that's just not happening. So anyway, you guys, California is beautiful. Like, it's so beautiful. My friend drives a Harley, and we drove, my god sister, shout out to my god sister, Diverse Beauty Best, on Instagram, on my god sister Taquisha Best, whatever, my sis. Like, blood couldn't make us thicker, seriously. But she definitely came out here, and I appreciate just her energy and her being out here. So she And, my friends had rode in a car, and we rode on a Harley to Malibu, again, on the Pacific coast. Malibu is beautiful, but you want to make sure you take just a little light jacket till you went to Malibu. You want to make sure you take a change of clothes, and long sleeve shirts and a jacket or a hoodie or something, because the weather is like that. But it's beautiful. It's like once you get out, it feels great and all that stuff. But that breeze, that wind is blowing. But you want to make sure that when you go to Malibu, that you have something for your arms or something for your legs, because it does get kind of cool there. But beautiful place, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. The houses and the hotels is like literally are in the hills of Malibu, and you can just, the waves, just how the waves crash against the shore, and just the smell of it. It's just, you guys, like you got, if you have not been to California, if you haven't been in a long time, if you haven't been in years, if you know anybody, or you've been meaning to get out here, make California a trip, because it's beautiful. It's definitely something that you want to see before you kick the bucket, okay? And I had went on, there was this thread on Instagram that I had seen, and it was a lady who worked kind of like in I guess like a hospice or a nursing home, and she was basically doing some research and asking the patients, what is some things that you kind of like you regret not doing. And one of them, the number one thing that they had regretted was not taking the time to travel, not taking the time to explore, not taking the time to see things. And that has been so important to me. 5 is significant anyway. I'm going into season 5 of This Is For My Ladies. Happy birthday to This Is For My Ladies. This Is For My Ladies turned 2 years old on the 21st of July. I didn't do a podcast. I was out here in California. I definitely wanted to do one, but I just decided to just take a break and just to be in the moment and to just give thanks, because not only did I turn 31, I just celebrated my birthday on the 16th. I came out to California the day after, and This Is For My Ladies turned 2 years old that Tuesday. So happy birthday to This Is For My Ladies. I'm glad to be going into season 5. And like I said, 5 is significant anyway, because 5 is my life path number. 5 for freedom. And I live a life of exploration and freedom, and I'm always in search of what makes me feel good and what makes me feel great. And I am very vibrant, like pretty much my personality. I have the personality of a life path number 5. And if you want to look up my life path number, all you just got to look up life path number 5. And if you really, really know me, if you have gotten to know me, if you have been acquainted with me and you read it, you'll be like, oh, yep, that's Ticia. That's her. That's definitely that spirit, that energy. So honestly, being out here in California is like literally what took me so long, because being a life path number 5, of freedom and, wanting to explore and not really feel tied down, that wants to learn everything and research everything. That's why I have so many jobs. That's why I was able to legit, before I left, before coronavirus, I had 5 jobs, you guys. And it was literally between also my podcast, I had already had my bills paid up to March last year. I already have them paid up until September of this year. And of course, once I do pay them this week, my bills this week, it'll be October. So it's just like, just more forward thinking and, better managing my finances so that I'm able to do things like just, I guess, leave and move to California. Now, am I scared? No. The only reason why I'm not scared is because I already know my spirit and my energy, and I have the spirit of a hustler. I'm going to make sure that I make money to make sure that I can do whatever I want. I can make sure that I can live, because if I'm out here, I'm out here. And I'm not saying that Virginia is a complete off the table, but I do want to explore my options and my opportunities out here. Now, so with 5, being freedom and exploration, and it just made me think like, what took me so long, and what took me so long was family. Like, family is a huge part of my world, of my life. Family means everything to me. And I know that it probably had seemed so sudden for my family. Like, literally, I told them I'm going out there for a week, be back in a week. I'm extending my trip for another week. I'm going to stay to the end of the summer. You know what? I'm going to just stay here. Why not? Why not? It just made sense to me. And it's something that I wanted to do. So it's someplace that I always wanted to be. And I guess my situation, nothing really is ideal. Nothing really is ideal. But for somebody on the outside looking in, the shit is ideal. I mean, that idealness, and we'll definitely talk about it. That's going to be another topic for another episode, because I feel like now that a bitch out here in California, LA, doing a podcast, I feel like there's maybe some type of disclosures or non-disclosures and all that stuff. But hey, this is from my ladies. Y'all know I'm gonna give it to you real. And whoever I am around or with, I could tell you that, because hey, they was in my presence too. But anyway, but certain things, as far as like idealism, I do have to see if it is okay to talk about and to discuss. And yes, I'm gonna still give it to you unfiltered and untamed. But certain stuff is a little bit my business too. But anyway, yeah. So out here, I met some amazing people. My first day out here, I met Charlie Murphy's son, who is the bomb. He's definitely, it's Charlie Murphy's son. So of course, being connected or knowing people and the family and all that stuff, of course, it's just it's there. So, and knowing him, he introduces me to Stevie Wonder's son and Eddie Murphy's daughter, and I forgot his last name, but some NBA player's son, and one of the Wayne's daughters. So it's just, and I'm kicking it with them, chilling, drinking, parlaying, California vibes out here. So it's cool. It's cool. And I don't feel out of place either. I don't feel not one bit out of place. Not like I'm doing too much or not doing enough. I'm just being me. I'm good. It's cool. I like it out here. I definitely am going to find a job. Yeah, because, hey, at the end of the day, listen, yes, I am making money off this podcast, but it is not to a point where I am living off of this podcast, and that is the goal. That is the goal. So if I'm going to be out in California, I do have to make sure that if I'm out here California dreaming, I have to work. So of course I have already started looking for a job, and also even getting plugged in with agents, because y'all already know a bitch going on some daggone movie auditions. That is a fact. You already know. I mean, I'm not about to be out here not taking advantage of every opportunity that California has. This isn't just now all the way across the country, across the world. This is up the street now. This is literally up the street now, so no excuses. No excuses. And I am manifesting. I am speaking to exist. I can't wait for Lil' Kim to do a biopic movie. Listen, y'all, come on now. Come on, y'all see it. Y'all see. Wanna rumble with the bee, huh? Psst, throw a hex on up. Ready, the rock steady. Y'all already know. Y'all already know my debut. Anyway, I'm very excited, you guys. I'm very, very excited. I will be bringing back a video shortly again. I said that I do like it, like recording the podcast outside. I just heard a horn beep. I don't know if you guys heard the horn beep, but again, it's just creating the space, creating the opportunity. I'm starting fresh. Just like these lemon and orange and grapefruit and lime and pomegranate and aloe plants and trees that is now in, dare I say, backyard. Anyway, it's beautiful. I love it. I love y'all. Thank you for rocking with me, you guys. This is for my ladies. Again, 5th season, season 5. Life path number 5, 5 for freedom, 5 for free, 5 for forever, 5 for favor. I am so blessed and I am so grateful. I thank God every day for just putting me in these places. And like I've always said, always in the right place at the right time. This opportunity, the reason why I'm here came from an opportunity in 2014, me working at AT&T. In the right place at the right time. You guys, I am so happy, and continue to make sure y'all check in with me. Continue to make sure y'all listen. If you know, check in, hold me accountable. Y'all know I am out here in California. Y'all know how it can be. You know, check in, make sure a bitch is on track. Make sure a bitch is on track. I said that with my teeth together. Okay, seriously, because I ain't trying to slip down no path, no roads to nothing. I'm trying to slide and skid into the life of greatness. Skid row, you know, the homeless stuff, y'all get it, you know, but seriously. I love y'all. Thank you so much. This is for my ladies. Again, season 5. We are doing it, y'all. We are out here in California. So, again, I thank you guys. If you are not subscribed to This Is For My Ladies, again, it is on 12 podcast platforms, okay? If you have not left a review, make sure you leave one. Make sure you leave me 5 stars. If you have not followed This Is For My Ladies podcast on Instagram or have not liked the page on Facebook, do that now, okay? So thank you all so much. If you have not became a supporter of This Is For My Ladies, yes, it is a monthly subscription. You could do a monthly subscription of $2.99, $4.99, or if you really believe in me, if you really know that, hey, she is out here doing her thing, if you want to support the dream, support the vision, you can subscribe to me on a monthly basis for $9.99, $10 a month. $10 a month. That goes to, yeah, it goes to me, but it goes to funding a dream. It goes to literally helping the sister out. Seriously. And you can, you know, when the bitch make it and be famous, you can be like, I used to get her $10 a month, and I thank you. I do. Because God put it on your heart to do it. You ain't talking about me, you're talking to God. Talk to him about it. Talk to him about that little funky ass $10. I was just kidding. Give me that funky $10. I'll take it. All right, y'all. It's Ticia the Diva. This is for my ladies, and I am out.